Hello students, greetings of the day. Today, let me introduce you Mr. Parameswar Rao, who got All India 26th rank at CMA final level in February 2022 results. And by the way, he is also a chartered accountant and also he finished CMA. That means he is dual qualified. Now, let us interact with him and draw some interesting insights, inspiring insights that will be quite helpful for us in our preparation for final examinations. But one thing you please remember, in professional courses like CA and CMA, just qualifying is more than enough. But if you get a rank, it will be an added bonus. So in courses like CA and CMA, qualifying or getting eligibility is the most important thing. But anyway, let us interact with Parameswar Rao sir and let us draw some important insights from his preparation strategies. Hello Parameswar Rao sir, how are you?
Hi, I'm very good. How are you doing?
Yeah, doing good. What is your full name actually?
So my name is Parmeshwar Rao Ipili.
Yeah. And Mr. Parameswar Rao, can I call you as Mr. Parameswar?
Even you can call me as Param. A lot of people
Yeah,
call me as Param.
yeah, that's fine. Fantastic. Mr. Param, where do you hail from? Where do you come from?
So I'm from Jaipur, a town named in Odisha. So yeah, I'm from Jaipur itself, Odisha.
Mr. Param, actually getting a rank is definitely a great achievement. So what is the reaction of your parents and your family members when they came to know that you got a rank, All India rank at CMA final?
Okay, to answer this question, I want to give a brief, very small brief background because I am a qualified chartered accountant. I have qualified in November 2020. I think it's way back 1 year back, Feb 21, where I qualified as chartered accountant. After that, I should be giving my attempt CMA final during that December 2020 attempt. Due to COVID pandemic, there is a lot of kiosk around the world regarding exams, at what time it should be held, whether it's online or offline. So due to some center issue, I couldn't give my attempt during December 2020. However, later that I was very much interested to clear my CMA also, but in June 2021 attempt, which is not held because of again the pandemic, and finally December 2021 attempt, which the CMA organization institute has conducted exams on December 2021, and have given my attempt along with my professional job which I'm doing right now. And yeah, I'm cleared at my finals with AR 26. Yeah, as you said, very much happy. My parents, whoever is, so a lot of, to be in fact, they want me to qualify because I was working during that time. Also working, taking out my time for study after post working hours and studying for CMA, and after qualifying, and apart from top of that, I'm getting an AR rank. It feels, yeah, very good. I would say it's awesome to the fact, to the people who are communicating, whoever the watching over here right now.
Yeah, definitely that is an Herculean task because as you said, working in a professional job and drawing some preparation hours after post working is not, certainly it is not an easy thing. It is definitely an Herculean task and you did it. Congratulations once again for that, Mr. Parak. Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
So, what is your father and what did, how you are how you have entered into CA course?
Yeah. So see, my father is a businessman. He's we start. He does a cashew manufacturing. Works in a cashew manufacturing industry. At a point of time, now we are going to own a new factory. But apart from that, he's a businessman. So me, way back 2013 or 2011, I was a pure science student. I used to study MPC in other institutions. Yeah, I was an IIT aspirant to mention over here, special mention, but I couldn't get into a good IIT or very good NIT college. Then my father, who has very good friends, who has suggested me to move to a different course, that is CA course. So there where my CA journey has started. But people say a lot of credits or the main first success or whatever, whoever pushed me is my father. My father who helped me or even guided me during that 10th class or 12th standard when I was an MPC for IIT or after that for CA. What are his decisions made my life very much better. So I mean, I didn't get a good platform to thank my father till now, but I would take this as an opportunity and tell everyone that my father has helped me a lot for my career progression. Even I mean, to mention, after qualifying IPCC, then we need to get an articleship. For articleship, he he had a lot of contacts. He tried very hard for me to get a reference for an interview in a Big Four. So even that, he helped me a lot in my professional career also, to getting me a job in or articleship in a Big Four.
Yeah, certainly, parents are the first source of inspiration to anyone in this world, and definitely the role played by your father is a remarkable one for the success of your career. That's fantastic. And Mr. Param, where did you do your articleship while you're pursuing chartered accountancy?
Yes, when I qualified my CA IPCC, during that point of time, it's called as IPCC. Now it's called as intermediate. I qualified in the first attempt. Then I have given interview for all the Big Fours. I got an opportunity in KPMG Bangalore audit practice, where I did my articleship over there. Yeah, so my articleship has been in KPMG Big Four.
Yeah. So KPMG, as you said, is one among the big four. So to the viewers who are watching this interview, we wanted to know that what is the advantage of pursuing articleship in Big Four compared to mid-sized firms, or what is your bet? What is your choice?
Okay, so it's basically your thought, what you want to do after qualifying a chartered accountant. You want to do a practice within your hometown or any other one city. Yeah, I wouldn't strongly recommend to go to a Big Four, because when you go to a Big Four and do audit, you do an audit of companies or multinational companies, and it's very useful for you post professional qualification after clearing CA. If you want to do a job, then it's very highly recommendable to an articleship in Big Four. But if you are very much passionate to do practice from way starting, when you have started a profession, you want to do a practice in your hometown or any other town, a bigger city near hometown, then I wouldn't strongly recommend to a Big Four. The reason being is, whatever you do, your experience or articleship, it should help you post qualification. You will get a very good exposure in any of the Big Four when you do an articleship. And if your goal is not to do a professional job, you don't want to do an you don't have a passion to you have a passion towards a firm rather than doing an employment, then yeah, I would suggest not to I mean, not strongly recommend to Big Four. But it's again, as I said, what's your goal? If you want to do a practice, not don't go for Big Four, go for mid-size, because that experience very much help you when you start a firm. But when you go to Big Four and next the employment, see, it's very simple that what is the best during that stage in your articleship, it is very much best the articleship to do with a Big Four, because if you want to do a career in job profile. But when it comes to practice, I don't recommend that, because ultimately it's not useful for you.
So what you said is definitely right, and this is, you have given a very comprehensive answer that will help many students to decide whether to go for articleship in Big Four or to get articleship in mid-sized firms. Thanks for your answer, Mr. Param. And now a little bit of interesting question: how much do you earn it during your articleship?
Yeah, so I mean, I think a lot of people know as of now, the most of the Big Fours pay in a pay scale of 15,000, 20,000, and 25,000 in your first year, second year, and third year for articleship consecutively. So that's the pay which you get. Apart from the pay, I mean, do want to mention that you will taste a corporate life before qualifying a CA. That is far more than what you expect of 15,000 per month, but you get the experience over there, and you get a lot of opportunity to go any business meetings, how a corporate life works. I mean, I personally feel you cannot value in terms of money that, but yeah, that is one of the added advantage if you get an opportunity to work in articleship in a Big Four.
That's a fantastic answer, Mr. Param. And right now, where are you employed? Where are you doing your job right now?
Yes. So post qualification, I just want to tell, uh, I have got a lot of offers during my campus placement after completing my CA, but I have chosen to continue within the firm which I did my articleship. So right now I'm continuing within KPMG itself in audit practice Bangalore. Yeah. So I mean, I want to tell the viewers or any other who are watching it, there is always a benefit if you have done your articleship in Big Four and continuing in the Big Four. You will be preferred in your further career opportunities within the company which you're working. So they will give you an added advantage. They take you as a homegrown. The word they use as a homegrown. So that will help you a lot in your career. So I have chosen the for which I did my articleship because I'm very much fortunate enough because I have got a very good team which I'm working with them. A lot of people say a Big Four, a lot of work every day, night, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Yeah, that would be there, but at any in any situation in a year, twice a time, that's okay because that's where you have to deliver your timelines. The timelines would be stringent, and you need to adhere to your timelines. So that's okay. I just want to tell everyone that you shouldn't have a notion of a company you're working long, late hours. It's okay. I mean, I think there are timelines you have to follow. It's not like whole year you'll be having the tough time. There's a lot of time you don't have work also. I mean, I shouldn't mention that, but yeah.
Definitely, but you are very much fortunate enough that you have a very good team to work, and that is the most important thing, to work for longer hours. And Param, what is your job profile right now?
Yeah. So I am a statutory auditor. So I work in stat audit practice in India. I do audits, statutory audits of companies, both Indian and international companies.
So, apart from CA and CMA, have you pursued any post qualification courses?
Right now, no, but I have a couple of courses in my mind which I mean, I'm thinking right now, but yeah, I haven't gone to any other professional course right now. But yeah, I'm interested in the international courses, but right now I haven't joined anywhere.
So, Mr. Param, why do you choose to do CMA along with CA? What made you to make this decision?
Yeah. So when it started way back 2015, I have been enrolled in both the courses, CA along with the CMA. So I'll tell you how the CMA is a added advantage or byproduct to your main product kind of. The reason being is if you put a lot of efforts on the CA. I mean, I wouldn't degrade the other course, but when compared to the efforts you put on CA, if you put efforts of 75% out of 50 to 75% of a CMA, uh, it's enough for that course. I mean, a lot of 80% syllabus is same, and the difficulty level is also very much different when compared to CA and CMA. So whenever you have completed your CA curriculum, automatically 80% curriculum is completed in CMA also. So the when I started CA along with CMA, people say it's a backup course or whatever name they call me, but I have started both together. I have cleared together. So for me, additional efforts when compared to CA and CMA, it would be hardly some 10 to 20%. As I rightly mentioned, I was working and also I was able to clear the CMA along with an AIR. So the efforts you put on CA final, the advantage or whatever the products or whatever the efforts, you can clearly depict in your CMA results, I feel. So yeah, it will be helpful.
So it will be a synergetic effect, I think,
Lot of synergy
because
benefit, rightly mentioned.
synergy benefit you will have, right? Uh, do you suggest students to pursue CMA along with CA?
I definitely recommend, strongly recommend to pursue CA along with CMA. The reason being is CA is a course. I mean, a lot of people put hard work. It's a tougher course. All the days might not be your days. Sometimes you might not clear the CA. But when you have a course as a CMA as a backup, or the one more professional course which you can pursue along with the CA without not putting a lot of efforts to study on that course, I strongly recommend to take up a CMA course because nowadays for CMA qualified people, they are also earning very good amount of pay during the campus placement. So I don't want to mention the figures, but close to 80 to 90%, whoever the fresher CA qualified, he's getting a pay. Even the CMA is getting around 80 to 90%. Let's say 100 rupees, and CMA qualified also gaining some 80 to 90 rupees. So it's no difference in terms of corporate field when you work as a CMA, because there are very high opportunities for CMS also. So that's the reason I strongly recommend for a CMA.
And India being trying to become a manufacturing hub, so definitely CMS find a lot of opportunities in the coming days.
Yes.
Yeah. Mr. Param, just getting back to your school life, how many marks did you score at your 10th class?
Yeah, so I scored 9.6 CGPA, CBSE curriculum which I had. Then I have scored in 12th standard 95.1% in MPC. Again, as I again mentioned, I'm a science student. So yeah.
So, being a science student and an IIT aspirant, as you said, so once you have changed your stream and entered into chartered accountancy, in the initial days of CA course, did you find it difficult?
So is the right point of time I want to mention the masterminds which played a vital role in my during my CPT preparation. There was some hardly 4 to 5 months I came back to Guntur and to started studying CPT. So given the fact in that point of time CPT has 4 subjects, there was accounts, law, mathematics, and the one more economics. There were four subjects. Out of the 4 subjects, the only barrier or a difficult subject I used to feel as accounting. But the way the teachers, whoever was there in masterminds, I still remember there were separate batches for the science students also, to nudge the people to understand the concept very much clearer, because that is the foundation for being a chartered accountant. To understand the accounting, you need to understand your double entry system or whatever the basic golden rules for an accounting. So masterminds has played a vital role. A lot of teachers who helped me in during that period of time, because there was some one subject mathematics in CPT or whatever, that I have scored a lot of, I mean, out of 50, around 48, 49, I have scored well, because the whatever they had the mathematics experience in IIT has helped me over here. But even in accounting I scored very well. I got around 50 out of 45 I have received. So all credit goes to masterminds for CPT, because even though we are coming from different background, in fact you are learning a new language, you know the different language kind of, because totally different. Your accounts is something very new, because a lot of people do intermediate in MEC and they understand the accounting very much far better than science students, because that's the first time which we learn. And we had a very short duration. It was just 4 months, and the course was structured very well by masterminds, because our syllabus was completed for 2 months or 1.5 months before the scheduled examination. We had a lot of examinations, batch separations, special intensive care, so which helped me to achieve very good marks for my CPT, and cleared my CPT in the first attempt.
That's a fantastic and a very comprehensive answer, Mr. Param. Thank you for that. And as far as masterminds is concerned, you said that masterminds played a crucial role in your career, especially in your CA and CMA. So masterminds is very popular for its materials. So what is your opinion about masterminds materials?
So okay, so I think a lot of people know in CA, you have to use some very good terminology used in the study materials. You cannot write an answer within a normal English manner, rather than you have to use some keywords while writing an answer, and these words will be directly inputting from your study materials. So when you see your ICA study materials, there will be some 200, 300 pages, and all are in the same colored, and you will be not finding which is it important word or important line which you need to remember for an examination. And that's where the masterminds again plays a crucial role. They have a very good department in the masterminds, who people a lot of people full-time work on this materials, preparing materials, and they nudge and they change the study material into beautiful manner, easy manner. There is some subject called IT, information technology and strategic management, where there wouldn't be any questions in the study material, but masterminds for each and every page a new question would be framed, and how what would be the expected question, and they'll be giving you the answer for that, and you will be understanding the even the conceptual clarity. It will be very much easy when you study a material as a question and answer. It will go to your mind very much faster when compared to you read it as a passage. So there where the masterminds again has a very good quality materials in preparation, I mean for CA final or CPT or IPCC, anyway, the mastermind materials are very good in terms of. I would also special mention that I still remember when I was studying in IPCC, masterminds. It's not like very easy task, I believe, for preparing a materials, because it's not like a lot of work goes on preparation of materials. Once a one set, I mean the first pre-cut, the first set, it will be given to all the students, and they'll gather feedback from the students, and they incorporate the changes recommended by students, teachers, everyone. Then the final output will be issued. Because I want to tell, I was also part of a lot of material preparation during my IPCC, where a lot of subjects, not all subjects, but some subjects, they were asking us the suggestions. How did you feel it? It's easy, it's tough. Do you want to change the words? And how to make better material for the students? So that all process will be followed by masterminds. It's not very simple, just, I mean, when you're taking word letters or words from study material and just putting in a different format, it's not the thing. They do a lot of work on materials, and that helps a lot.
As you said, it requires a lot of research and development to come out with materials which are easy. See, here our main focus is not to make materials more colorful and more easy, but we want to make the material into a result oriented material so that it should become handy to the students. At the same time, the concept should be clear and it should help them to make enough practice. So we have a lot of criteria while designing the material, and we try to follow all the criteria in true letter and spirit to deliver the material in a better way to the students for their success. And anyway, what you said is absolutely right, Mr. Param. And now, uh, I think you might have attended study hours and revision examinations at Masterminds. So, and study hours and revision exams, which we call SHRE, is a core competence of Masterminds. So, in your opinion, in what way the study hours and revision exams have helped you during your CMA final, CA final, or CA inter? Can
Yeah,
you just throw some light on it?
yeah, sure. So when we get 5 months leave for CA final, so a lot of people might have completed classes or very much close to, a lot of people would have been completing the classes by that time. So now then the first question start, where to start. A lot of people don't know which subject to start. A lot of people don't have plans. They need some strategy to clear a CA final, and the preparation, the plan, the strategy, it takes a lot of time. And a lot of your plans definitely change day by day if you have your own plan. When it comes to masterminds, there's already a very good plan. If you're 5 months you have a study leave, within 3 months you will be completing the entire portion of CA final syllabus with a structured plan, giving weights for each exam. There would, I want to mention, a weekly twice exam would be there, 4 subjects, group 1, group 2. That's how it's been structured. Even the structuring of the revision exam schedule also goes to extensive work, because there might be an important chapter in one subject, and the another important chapter for the another subject will not be on the same day. They make sure that the syllabus, the allocation is very much good enough for the student to cover for final. So yeah, I mean, these, the whatever the map, it's like a road map. You know where you have to achieve, it's a target. So you need a roadmap, and that roadmap which masterminds will provide you, and that helps you a lot. Also, you read a lot of exams, you understand what are the errors made by you, and what is a lot of things. It's not like after 5 months you do an IPCC in 2017 and go to final 2020. It's been 3 years, you never write with a pen, and directly you're going to see a final and writing. It's not an easy task. Writing examination, applying your mind requires, when you're writing in a professional examination like CA. So masterminds will help you very much in writing the exam. Everyone knows practice makes perfect, and you have to write very well examinations. A lot of examinations make you to recollect during the main examination hall, and you're able to write. But in masterminds, we used to write a lot of exams, such a way that even in final exams, at the end of the 3 hours is sufficient for you. You don't believe, even whatever the lengthy paper it may be. So that helps a lot in masterminds.
Definitely, at Mustminds, we work for exam satisfaction of the students. See, many other institutes, they concentrate on classroom satisfaction. But we at Mustminds strongly believe that besides classroom satisfaction, exam satisfaction is very important. That is the main guiding force behind us, what make us to make the schedules in a perfect way. And in your answer, I came to know what are the perils of self-preparation. Because when you have your own self-schedules, so those keep on changing. So fixed schedule and the schedule made in a scientific way, as you said, is the most important thing. And I personally feel that half of the success lies in the scheduling, how you make it in a more scientific and a more practical way. Thank you, Mr. Param. And now, Mr. Param, what is your goal in life? What do you want to become?
Yeah, it's a tough question, or I would say right now, my present goal, I mean, to achieve much success in my professional life, whatever I'm doing right now. Also, right now I am 23, so I have little time to study. So I believe to take up new courses in further career. So in next 2 to 3 years, I want to study. So I'll be taking up either ACCA or CPA, the international courses. So yeah, I mean, my goal to is to excel in my professional career right now.
And all the best, Mr. Param. And we hope that you definitely reach greater heights in the corporate ladder. And we look forward to see you as the CFO of the companies and all in the coming future. And one more question, Mr. Param. This is very interesting to many of the students, and they wanted to know from people like you who are all India rankers. Did you give up watching movies, browsing social media before your examinations, or how do you manage that?
Okay, that's a very interesting question. Okay, so every human brain need a break in a day. You can't study 14 hours a day. You can't, literally, you can't study 15 hours a day. Your brain can't function. Your brain needs rest. Your brain needs entertainment. Your brain needs calmness, everything. So, I mean, my personal strategy, what I followed, I will want to tell everyone is, during my CA final, I used to study not more than 10 hours a day. It's not like I don't want to tell a 15 hours a day, which is, I didn't study it, I studied 10 hours a day. But what's the most important thing is you need to carry forward your 10 hours a day from the day when to day 150, your 150th day, or till the day you give an examination. That's the your synergy benefit from day one will reflect with the last 30 days. So you need to continuously start your preparation. You no need to give up your movies. You no need to give up your entertainment. You no need to give up your family, friends, nothing. 10 hours a day is a very decent. You can start around morning 8 o'clock and you can close around night 10 o'clock. Given the total 14 hours a day, you can take 1 hour lunch break, 1 hour tea break, or 1 hour tiffin break, whatever it may be. So 10 to 12 hours a day, if you study well for continuously a period of 140 days or 150 days or 5 months, whatever duration you have for CA final, it will be an added advantage. And me personally, I want to tell everyone, I watched every movie during my final till 1 month before the finals, which I stopped. But till then, I used to go every Friday a movie wherever I'm there. So, as you asked the question rightly, pointing out giving up the entertainment or your social life, that I haven't given up. So, it should be there for your mental peace. So, you should
So
treat
definitely,
your study as a job.
definitely that depends on how you manage the things. Yeah, if you have self-discipline and self-control, yeah, definitely, yeah, you can do it, no problem. But once you feel that you are out of control, definitely you need to curtail all those things. That's a very
When
fantastic
you're
answer,
coming
Mr.
to
Bharat.
when you're coming to close to your exam, definitely you need to stop everything. Automatically, you will be mold to your exam. You'll be like you'll be having a checklist like 60 days, 59 days, 58 days. Then yeah, you need to be very much stringent in your preparation and all.
Mr. Param, if I ask you what is your success secret, are you interested to unleash the secret to us?
Yes, definitely I want to tell. Uh, Thinking, I mean, the subject, it's not like you need to directly mug up or just put in your head. I understand, I try to understand each and every concept which when I'm studying. It's not like a time bound I make this chapter I have to complete in 1 hour, rather than I'll understand the complete chapter in 1.5 hours. But when it comes to second revision, it comes to a half an hour only. Because if you have a very good conceptual understanding of your subject, it's very easy in your final examinations, given the fact whatever question he asks. Because I personally, what I have done, my articleship in audit practice helped me in my auditing paper. So I have a lot of questions were very practical enough, I was able to answer very easily. The reason being is the understanding of your subject. So the day you understand the subject, that will help you a lot. A lot of people don't put on time on understanding subject rather than completing a subject or completing a lesson in this time frame network. They'll be like, within 2 hours I need to complete this particular chapter. I don't recommend that. You try to understand the subject. The initial stage might take little time. Out of 100% time, it may take 120%. Instead of 2 hours, it may take 2.5 hours. But the subsequent time will drastically reduce when you have a very good conceptual understanding. So I mean, I wouldn't say the secret, but I follow a principle, is study what you understand only, and you need to
That's
understand.
that's really an inspiring answer, Mr. Param. And what is the advice you want to give to the students who wants to pursue courses like CA and CMA? Do you suggest people to study CA and CMA?
Yeah. So I would like to, I mean, not sure, I would like to compare the graduates from the various professions. So when you come a qualified chartered accountant, once you clear, at least at a job profile, every person will be earning minimum to 60,000 to 70,000 right now in today's market. And it's, and first thing is pay, second thing is duration, you can complete in within 5 years. And when you compare the same thing with the different particular courses, let's say engineering or medical, either you will lose at your pay, or you will lose at your interval or time period. For doctor, you need at least 6 7 years right now, more than 7 years right now, for this super specialty, everything to get into in field and getting settled in your life. And when compared to engineering, yeah, there are very limited seats in IITs and NIITs. If you're not part of a very good IIT or NIT, then the question starts, you starting to pay, you'll getting less pay. I mean, there is very much drawbacks in every particular courses. But when compared to chartered accountancy, the only challenge is to clear the CA finals or CA qualification. But post qualification, or the whatever duration and whatever settle, I mean, what age you settle, that would be very much good enough. Because I have qualified my chartered account at the age of 22. I mean, it was very, every people at my hometown, everyone's very much happy at this young age of clearing a chartered account. Even then, I'm from a science background. So what I suggest the people is, think what you want to be next 3 4 years or 5 years. Because the doctors, I agree, if you get a very good government college, but it's very high tough competition. In CA is nothing like you have limited seats or limited. Only one suggestion for any person who's coming to CA or CMA course is that you need to have your dedication continuously till the end of the course. It shouldn't be at the start point, or CA or inter or CMA inter. You cannot stop from there. You should continue whatever the guide, I mean, whatever you want to achieve, goal from day one till the day end, the day till you qualify CA or CMA. So I request everyone who are coming to this course should have a dedication. Even if you're not very good in terms of percentages or good subjects, it doesn't matter. Because I have a friend who has a 10th class marks around 70%, who has cleared CFNL along with me. You don't believe, all in first attempt. So I can give a lot of examples in that way. It's not about your 10th and 12th when you're coming to your CA course. It's all about your dedication and how good you are, how dedicated you are while you're studying this professional course. Yes.
That's a fantastic answer, Mr. Param. And this interview will be a feast to anyone who watch this interview, because they can draw a lot of insights and inspiration from your words. And definitely, you have given a lot of clarity, and that tells what clarity you're having. And you have shared things in a very beautiful manner. Once again, thank you and all the best, Mr. Param.
So I want to just special mention to our masterminds directors over here, who relentless or effortlessly keep on working till whatever the time, till night. So I want to specially thank Prakash sir and Mohan sir, who are the directors over here, who really helped us in reaching our goals. So a lot of, I don't know how other institution works, but in here each and every director is approachable. If you want to meet any director, it's very, very easy, and you can tell their problems, they'll listen your problems, and they'll give you resolutions. So that's the best part in the masterminds. I mean, I couldn't see in any other institution which I was earlier formed part of for my IIT and all. But here, the guidance, everyone is approachable. The day when you feel low or less motivated, no, these people help you to get you a very good motivation. And second thing, they taught me values, very good values. I mean, no institute will teach you values. Institute teaches you only the coaching. You want to clear final, 10 hours a day, close. There are a lot of teaching classes, lot of motivation classes which we conducted by masterminds during the initial ages. Now after 22, 23, everyone is an adult and everyone understand how world works. But when you are 17 years, 18 years, your age is very prone to any bad behaviors, anything. That's where the masterminds helped us a very lot in during that period of time. Good motivations, and whatever your parents are first, then your teachers are next, and whatever the rules they used to indulge on our brain was very helpful for my career. It's not only you be qualified a chartered accountant from masterminds, but also you'll be a very good individual, very good
Human being.
person coming out, and human being from coming out the masterminds. So even that I want to specially mention that, because this is something you don't get in any other institutes.
What you said is absolutely right, Mr. Param. You have used the word approachable. Yes, masterminds directors are easily approachable. And every day, tens of students come to meet both Mohan sir and Prakash sir. As you said, whenever they feel low or whenever they want some guidance, definitely they come and approach. And within no time, and even here in the office also, we have a rule that don't allow the students to wait. And student is our highest priority, and he is the most important guest for us in the office. And even today, we follow that. And yes, what you said is absolutely right, Mr. Param. Thank you
Yeah.
for that. Yeah. Dear students, that is the interaction with Mr. Param. And I think you might have understood a lot of things from this interview. But before choosing an institute to take the admission, not just look at the ranks their students grab, but also look at the curriculum, the academic program, and above all, their commitment in delivering the promised services. Basing on that, make a decision and take the admission. Thank you. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, everyone.